He often walked on the dunes near Hyannis Port, alone by the sea. John Fitzgerald Kennedy loved the sea. Cape Cod was his home away from the White House. Now the church here marks the sad hour, 1 year after his assassination. At Austin, Texas, an interdenominational memorial service heralds the day of solemn rededication proclaimed by President Johnson, embarking upon his 2nd year in the nation's highest office. Lyndon B. Johnson and his wife were riding in a following car when President Kennedy was fatally wounded and Texas Governor John Connally severely wounded. In religious services, in public ceremonies, and within the hearts of men everywhere, the tragedy is relived. In a great outpouring of emotion, people of high and low estate rededicate themselves to John F. Kennedy's ideals. From 1,000 pulpits, his name is spoken in prayer. He walked among the noblest and among the workers in field and factory. He walked with relaxation and joy, and they smiled back at him. In Paris and other European capitals, those words are echoed. They were spoken by an old friend of the Kennedy family, the Reverend John J. Kavanaugh. In West Berlin, wreaths are placed at the memorial plaque in front of the City Hall, where President Kennedy was once cheered and now is mourned. The book of memory is opened, and this portrait is recalled. The records will endure. The memory can never grow dim, for it will always be there in pictures drawn from life. And then he was gone. And so it was that he went to the resting place across the Potomac in Arlington Cemetery. And now, a year later, the plans for a permanent gravesite have been made public. It is down a gentle slope from the Custis Lee Mansion, where the president on a bright March day some 9 months before death stood looking out over Washington and remarked, "I could stay here forever." The central symbolic feature of the design of the grave will remain the eternal flame, lighted by the president's widow. Nearly 8 million persons have visited the grave, and on this special day there are 40,000. They come to offer flowers, to pray, and to meditate. Robert F. Kennedy brings one long-stemmed white carnation to place on the mound. A day of solemn rededication passes into history.